Hello there, my dears. It's Aisling Mooney, angel intuitive and spiritual business mentor and coach. And I am going to give people a few minutes to join me live. And if you're watching the replay, you're very welcome as well. So this is your angel forecast for September. And really delighted to be doing this live for a change. I usually record these videos and then post them. But I thought it would be nice to come in, especially as we have lots of new members in this group, to just come in and do it live really today and just see what comes up for us. And then I'll post this video as well afterwards on other social media. But hello to everybody joining me. So I'm going to give everybody a few minutes to join, and then I'm just going to make I have three really important announcements. I have so much happening in September. I really feel like it's going to be a really exciting September. Hi, Vanessa, Neem, Dee, Marie, Jenny, Jeannie. Welcome. Okay, it's going to be a really exciting September. We're ready to rock. These cards are. Woo! So first up, okay, so I'm going to pick a theme card for my beautiful sister is here, Neem. All the way from Dubai. It's really great that we're all connecting all over the world. I'm in Italy, she's in Dubai, everybody else is in UK, Ireland, and in different countries all over the world. It's lovely that we can all be here today, connecting. Brilliant, technology is amazing. So I'm going to pick one card for the month of September, and then I'm going to pick a card for every week so that we have a flavor of what's going to come up this month. So that's card one, card two, week three, where are you? Week three is here, and week four is here. Easy peasy. Okay, so before I start reading these cards, it's going to be an amazing month. Okay, my own feelings about this month are that there's a lot of activity. So for some of you that are feeling like you've been stuck for the longest time, and in stuck, I mean that just so much shit has happened, which, you know, in angel terms, it's like opportunities for growth and change, big change in your life. But for us, stuck in the SHIT, it can feel really uncomfortable and it can feel sticky and it can feel like, when is this ever going to end? So there's a sense, and it has been coming, if you've been following my readings, August was definitely a sense of release and new beginnings and new opportunities. And you will start to really feel that now in September. It'll be like a, finally. So you'll take a breath, but that will be followed with a lot of activity and things happening, new projects, new opportunities, and new ideas. That's what I feel is coming up for me in September. And usually we're all in tune. People that are connected to me are experiencing similar stuff and similar opportunities for growth. So that, I just share that with you, but I'm going to go through the cards anyway. But just before I do that, I want to tell you three really important announcements. Lovely to see so many of you joining me. It's really fabulous. I'm going to answer, if you comment, if you have any questions, post them and I'll answer them probably afterwards. It was so lovely to see you here. So, three announcements. Number one, the book, my first book, will be available this month. I haven't got exactly final, sorry, will be available for pre-order this month. So, and I'll also do a big book cover reveal. So you may have been one of the 400 plus people that voted on a white or a blue cover, and I had my own choice, but I just went with the majority of whatever people chose. That was the promise that I made in the beginning, and that's what I've gone with. So I will reveal that very soon, probably within the next week, within the next 2 weeks, I'll reveal it. And I'll also at the same time open the door so that you can pre-order your copy of the book. Angels Are With You is the title. The official launch or official opening of the book will be on 11/11, one of my favorite days of the year. 11th of November, very special day, really high power energy day. So The book will officially go off on airplanes and land in your hand very soon after that. But we'll have up till then, we'll have about 6 weeks where you can pre-order. For everybody that orders the book, I'm in the background organizing lots of goodies, including a free Facebook group for about a month, a book club in that group, where we read through the material together and share our ahas or insights. I'll be doing live calls in that group. I'll be doing prizes, all sorts of really juicy stuff. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And then looking at the schedule, it'll probably be January, where I'm planning some sort of book tour around UK and Ireland for the moment, and it could be possibly other countries. So really, really excited about that. Really now, it's a big, big lifelong dream for me from when I was, as soon as I could read or write, that I wanted to write a book. So I've been procrastinating on that for years and years. So very, very happy that that's coming. Second announcement is that finally, all of my courses are now available as for self-study, including The Abundant Heart, including Transformed Angels, and lots of other programs that I have never really officially publicly sold. So they're available now. I will put the link up tomorrow, because for the first week in September, from the 1st to the 7th, I'm doing a 50% off. So in the case of The Abundant Heart, which is €1,000, that is €500 off. So there's not going to be any big rah-rah with this. I'm just letting you know this is happening. My courses are available online, but for 1 week, every single thing is 50% off. So I'll post the link in this group. And if you're on my email list, and if you need to get on that list, please write in the chat and I will connect you with that later. But if you're on the email list, you will get more details probably later on today or early tomorrow. And just for 1 week, you have an opportunity to grab whatever courses you want for 50% off. So I'm really delighted, and would be really delighted actually to welcome lots of new people onto those courses and programs. So final announcement, and then I will get into this reading. Again, if you have any questions, post them below. The final announcement is that many of you who have been following me, maybe in my VIP programs and groups, the Abundant Heart, Mastery at Metatron, Wealthy Lightworkers program, you will have heard me talk about a visitation that I had about 4 years ago from a being called Wise Woman. So it was about this new tide of divine feminine energy rising, goddess energy rising, and that we had a portal of about 3 years. So that's, I haven't shared it publicly. So this month of September is the first time I'll be sharing that visitation, the recording of it, and you can have it for free. It's a message for women everywhere, and in particular, if you are working with women in your life in any capacity, or if you're a light worker and you're working in healing capacity with women, however you work with women, it's a really important message for you to hear. So that will be available as well this month. And on top of that, so that's available for free. And then I'm going to organize 2 live virtual events, one on the 11th and one on the 22nd, which will be completely focused on and devoted to increasing this divine feminine energy, connecting in with it and bringing that energy and anchoring it more into your own life, so that, because this portal is closing on the 22nd, so it'll be anchoring the energy so you can bring it into the next 3 years and the next 3 years and so on. So if you are if this is like, oh, that's interesting, actually that's calling me. So if that is calling you, tag me, post in the comments, and I'll make sure that you in particular get that information. But if you're on my list, you will get this information. And that will I'll probably start talking about that next week after this 50% sale is over. So my darlings, let's get into our reading. So I'm just going to double check if anyone has any questions before I dive in. Lovely, lovely to see so many of you. Mervy joined, Brenda, Siobhan, Sandra, Fanula, Mary, Becky, Xavier, Barbara, Esther, lovely, lovely to see you all here. Okay, our first card. So this is for the overall month of September. Oof, so I told you September is going to be big. There's big energy coming in. There's, for some of you that have just joined, you may have been feeling that this year a lot of SHIT came up. It may have been sticky, it may have been uncomfortable, it may have been like, when is this ever going to end? And we had a sense of August, a bit more freedom, a bit of unstuckiness, and maybe 1 foot out. And now September, we'll feel our 2 feet out of that swamp, out of the mire, and back on solid ground. And we can start to really focus ahead. I love September in terms of new beginnings, new projects, the new school year. It's a great time of year to just initiate something completely new. So we have the 6th of Ariel, which says, material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Acts of kindness, giving or receiving with a grateful heart. So that tells us that the whole month of September is very, very fruitful. In fact, there's lots of fruit in this picture, lots of fruit on the trees, and lots of fruit in the baskets here. And it's the Archangel Ariel, but that tells us that September is going to be a very fruitful, prosperous, wealthy, magical month. In particular, it's fruitful for partnerships. In particular, it's fruitful for female energy, anything to do if you're working with women. But it's just being open as well to unexpected growth, unexpected opportunities, and unexpected prosperity. So there could be gifts of cash, it could be finding money on the street, it could be an unexpected windfall or an inheritance, or suddenly you wake up one day with an idea for a new project and you announce it and you have 10 people enrolled the next day. That's if you're in business. Or you decide to, oh, hang on a minute, I don't need some of this stuff in my house. You decide to sell it, and overnight you have an extra few hundred or 1,000 in your bank that you didn't have the day before. So it will be unexpected opportunities. You may decide to go back to work or go back to work part-time, and that would bring in more cash. You may go into partnerships with other people in business. So you might find yourself, oh, I'd love to do something on, I'm just saying, Divine Feminine or angels or branding. I see Esther is here, branding expert. So it could be something new, something that you're doing, but something new, an idea, and you're thinking, oh, I could collaborate with this person or that person. I just feel like I heard somewhere this week that September, I don't know how true this is because I haven't Googled it yet, and I don't know, Google is always true. So I heard somewhere this week that it was September was the month for female friendships. So I don't know how true that is. Please somebody Google and let me know if that's true or did I just dream it. But so I really feel like there's a lot about female collaborations in there, and I'm just getting told by my angels that not to forget our guys, not to forget the men in this group and in our lives, that for them it could be an opportunity for them to connect with their own feminine energy, but also with other women in their community or their business community, and for collaborations as well. So absolutely brilliant forecast just for the whole month of September. Really, really, really good. So if you've been stuck and thinking, where's the money? September is a really, really good month. So yeah, for abundance, for prosperity, for exciting new opportunities and things. So the first month of, the first week of September, so it's the 1st to the 7th, a situation has ended and you are finally free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. If you have any questions with anything I'm saying, please post in the chat and I will answer them after this live. So, a situation has ended, you are finally free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. There is a beautiful image on this card of, it's a ballerina on stage and 2 swans. So it's like, and there's angel wings at the top. So I don't know if you have ever looked closely at a swan's wings, but they are quite, as I would imagine angel wings to be, or when I see my angels in my mind's eye, when I see angels physically, I see them as orbs, different colored orbs. But when I connect in with angels, sometimes they have wings, sometimes they don't. But generally, when they do, the wings I see are very close to swan's wings. So next time you see a swan, or Google a swan now, an image of a swan, and just have a look at those beautiful wings. So this image is very angelic. There's lots of angel imagery in it, lots of protection, lots of guidance. There's a real sense in this first week of September that you will feel so guided. And in particular, I'm feeling like there's somebody that's watching this that has felt a bit lost recently. So you might have felt a bit lost. You might have thought, I don't believe in angels, or I'm asking the universe for help, but nothing is fucking coming, and I'm getting sick of this. And when is it my turn? And that sort of energy of desperation and frustration and discomfort and dissatisfaction. So you might have been experiencing that. And it's like this week, this first week in September, there's just people are going to come out of the woodwork to help and support you. Friends that you haven't seen in years will suddenly arrive at your doorstep, or you'll bump into them, and you'll feel the love, you'll feel the support. You will start to receive messages from your angels of reassurance. That could be feathers, that could be little coins. For me, butterflies are a big angel sign. So you could overhear a conversation on a bus or at the bus stop. You could, I often ask my angels a question and turn on the radio, and just whatever song is on usually gives me the answer. I've had some really funny, amazing, incredible experiences with the words that came through. But this just the first week is just opening yourself up to the love that's already there, especially if you haven't been feeling it lately. It's an opportunity this week to just open yourself up. The key, we actually have this later in the actually it's come in the overall total, in the overall feeling of the month, which is giving or receiving with a grateful heart. The key to tap into this love, this source of abundance, this connection with your angels, is through gratitude, is being grateful. And I know it's not easy when you're in a negative state, but it can be just, instead of focusing on what's not working, bringing your mind, bringing your attention, bringing your focus back to, well, is there anything working in my life right now that I can be grateful for? Sometimes I go to the very basics of, we've all been fed today. There's so many people starving. We've all been fed. There's more than enough food in the fridge and the freezer. If it's cold, it's like, I have the heating, I can turn it on, I can pay for that. I have my car, I can drive wherever I want, I can afford to put petrol in it. So, you can go right back to the basics, but if you can find about 5 things and really get grateful about that, really understand what it would be like if you didn't have that, that will immediately bring you into, or help you to access, that feeling of comfort, of guidance, of love, of angelic help and support. And your angels, as I often say, come through other people as well. So, your angel might not arrive in your sitting room with open wings and here I am, your wish is my command. I just watched Aladdin last night with my kids. But your angel can more like come with a gentle knock on the door from your next door neighbor, or from someone who loves you, that says, I'll take the kids for an hour and you go for a walk by yourself, or go for a nap, or whatever it is. But you'll just, that first week, you'll feel that love. Is this resonating? Please let me know, because it's really reassuring for me. So the second week in September, a new emotional situation, messages regarding relationships or social invitations, great intuitive insights. I am laughing my head off here, because, as I said, we just saw Aladdin last night with the kids, and very Arabian and the magic carpet, and in this like, it's on the desert at the sea, and she's sitting, this beautiful Arabian sort of princess, sitting on a carpet, which could be a magic carpet taking her anywhere. So we have Raphael in the back, which tells me that the second week in September is going to be really, really healing for you on so many levels. So the first week is about us feeling that comfort, that presence of angels, opening to help and assistance from earth angels in your life. And the second week is about opening up to stepping out of your comfort zone. And that could be an invitation to a party arrives, or an opening social invitation that you wouldn't normally have. Or maybe someone, I'm just thinking randomly here, I had book club on my mind earlier, as I mentioned, that somebody says, hey, do you want to join a book club? Or anything at all. Your current friends or new friends decide to organize new events and activities, but it's about new opportunities for you to get out of the house, to get out of your current comfort zone of friends and family, and make some new friends. I know it gets a bit more difficult. It can be more difficult for us as we get older, when we have other responsibilities and kids and family, and we get stuck in our ruts a bit as well, to push ourselves out there to actually make friends. So your angels are saying second week, there's a big healing opportunity for you that builds on from this love we've had last week, for you to get out of the house, mingle, you know, the universe. We did say September was full of opportunities and magical invitations, but if you're staying stuck in your house, it can be a bit difficult for you to receive those invitations. So getting out, you know, and I work a lot online, so a lot of my work is with the computer, talking to people across the world. So, and I can get stuck in a rut with that. So the second week in particular, we're being asked to get out of your house, join a yoga class, meet a friend for coffee, accept an invitation that you'd normally say, nah, and just push yourself out there. I'm going to be in Ireland around the second week, so that makes perfect sense to me. And I am planning to meet a lot of friends that I haven't seen in a while. So yes, so it makes perfect sense. So the third week in September, diving into this, is about decisions. So you will have decisions to make. Release yourself from that which holds you back and need to detox unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. So there's a feeling in this card of everybody else is doing it, when is it my turn? And the angels are saying it's now. It's this month of September, and in particular the third week of September. More opportunities. This time it's more about your further education, your lifelong learning. I'm a lifelong learner. I will never stop joining programs and courses and learning from teachers and books, and you know, I just never stop learning. And most of us are the same, and we just embrace that. So this is about opportunities for learning. So it could be that you decide to go back to college. It could be that you find a new teacher or mentor or coach and you decide to dive into a new program. It could be that you decide to learn something new. Maybe you're going to take on nutrition or that nutrition plan or that yoga plan or fitness plan that you've been thinking about for ages, but this time you're really going to commit to it and do it 2 or 3 times a week, or go for a certification and become a yoga teacher or whatever it is. But there's something about this third week where it's time to make a commitment for you and your health. And yeah, really, really good. And the only thing that might hold you back is a little bit of lack of self-confidence. So it's like, I can't do that. Who am I to think that I can change my habits or change my diet? Or I'm thinking in particular, I'm looking at my diet, I'm looking at my healthy eating, and I'm looking at my own exercise. So that's something that I'm committing to in September. So that's the only thing that might stop you, is a lack of self-confidence and belief in yourself. So I'm encouraging you that in the first 2 weeks, it's about accepting love from the angels, earth angels around you, and then building new friendships and relationships. And I think from that, that will give you the core and the self-confidence to step into these new opportunities that are coming up in around the third week. So the fourth week in September, prosperity arising from wise planning. Time to take the next step. Optimistic plans that turn out as expected. So for any of you considering traveling and wondering when you're going to do it this autumn, you might be planning a city break. Fourth week in September is a really, really good week to expand your horizons, to take a break, even if it's only overnight. Just step out of your usual surroundings and move outside. And within that new air, that new environment, loads of new ideas for the future can come in. So it's like, you know, every time I go away on holidays, I relax and new stuff comes in. I always bring a notebook with me. We went one day to the lake yesterday, took a day off, went to the lake, and I had ideas. I had a notebook coming with me. So it's a really good, the fourth week in September is a really good week to make space for those new ideas coming in. It's also a great week for planning, so making wise decisions. So you could make a 12-month plan, or you could make an 18-month plan of where you want to be financially, where you want to be in your business, where you want to be in your health. September is a great month for just planning out the rest of the year. I usually plan out the last 4 months, and I look at September as a whole term until June. So, and it's sort of saying that whatever you plan, and whatever new ideas and things that come in, you're fully equipped. You have what it takes. Like, this person is standing at the dock. There's a big ship there in the background, but she has all her bags and baggage packed and ready to go. Like, and she's not going to carry that on herself. Someone else is going to carry that on for her. So she has support as well to get that on board. So it's the sense of your ship has come in. So getting ready, the whole of September really gears you up for making clear decisions, accepting new opportunities, accepting the help and guidance of your angels. And then it culminates in the end with your ship has come in, something new, something exciting, and something prosperous will begin really solidly and firmly around the fourth week. So those collaborations that you've been thinking about, that new coaching, that new training that you're thinking of doing, or you're thinking of offering or starting, it will all just be like, yes, the last week in September, it is time to get this rocking and rolling. You might even already start enrolling clients at that stage, or you might physically have enrolled in something at that stage. So a beautiful month, especially if you have been stuck in the doldrums for a while. You know, this year has been a tough one. It's been a year of light, of truth, overseen by Archangel Uriel. The angel of God's light is Uriel's, that's what the meaning of Uriel's name is. So it was literally the truth, the light of truth shone in every corner of our lives. And I know for me, that meant upending a lot of things that I thought I had a plan, and that just completely shifted and changed. And I changed the way I do business. I changed everything about my business and my life. And it wasn't always an easy ride. Some of it has been really tough this year. So there's a feeling of reprieve that's been coming since August, but you'll really start to feel that now in September. You'll be like, okay, I can breathe now. I know that things are going to get better, and you'll feel like you're back in the control seat, back in the driver's seat of your life, working with God, with your angels, but that you have some level of control, and you can start to plan what it is that you want for the rest of